Hi, welcome to Techniques on Tuesday. I'm Debbie Yeomans and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator. Today I'd like to share with you the hot glue embossing technique. Here are 3 cards that I have done using this technique, and I'm going to be demonstrating this technique today and giving you an idea how to do this one. And this one is just using swirly movements and getting an abstract picture of it. So let's get started. The first thing you're going to need is a piece of watercolour paper, a glue gun already turned on and nice and hot with some glue in it, and we're going to draw or squeeze out a nice line of hot glue. We need about 2 or 3 lines of that. There we go, it's working a bit better there now. Okay, and then working fairly fast with a paper piercing tool or something to drag through that glue, we're just going to drag down through those lines and get our pattern just like that. Oops, you don't need to worry about those little stringy bits, we can fix them up. Now to get the round circle one, you'll need a cube of ice in a paper towel ready to go, and we're just going to squeeze some circles or dollops of glue on, and then using the ice cube we're just going to push down on that to flatten that. And you can make some great patterns doing that and varying the size by the amount of glue that you put down. And one more for good measure. Okay, so that is how you get that variation. So once you've got your glue pattern on your piece of watercolor paper, you're then going to need to get a hot, your heat tool and some embossing powder. I'm using gold for this one, and we're just going to warm up that glue a little bit again so it's tacky. So we just want it tacky so that the embossing powder will stick to it. So we're just going to sprinkle that over that now. And just get rid of the excess. Now if you haven't heated it up quite enough so the embossing powder sticks, you can heat up what you've got there first. And as you can see, I haven't quite got enough embossing powder on there, so I'm just going to, whilst it's nice and hot and tacky still, just add some more embossing powder to that and heat that up again. There we go, and we'll do the same with this one. So we'll just heat that up so that it's tacky, and add the embossing powder as we did before. And then heat. Okay, so now we're going to add some colour, and to do that I've got some ink refills in a palette here and an aqua brush, or you can, if you don't have an aqua brush, you can just use a paintbrush and water. And you'll need a spritzer bottle of water. I'll just get that right now. Thank you. And we're going to give that a good spritz with water. I also like to put some underneath so it doesn't curl up. And then starting with the Rococo Rose, we're going to just drip some of that in so that it fills in that space, and then paper towel clear off that extra bit. Go to my next colour, which I've used terracotta tile. Again, just put droplets of colour into that. Change your colour again. This time we're going with Cajun Craze, so I'm going to add some of that colour in there like so. And the last colour I've got is Merry Merlot. So squeeze out a bit of water so that it goes, and you can just spread that around a little bit. Now it's best to leave this to dry naturally so you get good colour with that. So it might take overnight or a few hours to do that. So I'm going to put that aside to dry and bring one in that I did earlier. I'll wipe up my space. So that is one that I did earlier with the same colours, and it is dried. Now you can see that it's bowed a little bit, but we can fix that. And you'll also need to just give that a little buff off just to get any ink that may not have dried. Polish up that gold again. So by cutting a piece of cardstock just a little bit smaller than the piece you've got, and adhering that to the back of your card will help make that a little bit firmer and also flatten it out for you. So there we go. That is the panel that I then gold embossed the daisy flower and the happy birthday sentiment and finish the card. And you can add colour. Also, if you want to, you can use your pigment sprinkles to add colour to the background of that, which is what I did for that card there. Well, that is hot glue embossing. I hope you try the technique and have fun with it. Thank you.